Again. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know what we're gonna do next election. Because it is so ubiquitous, this cheating, it's all over the place. We caught a guy up here in San Francisco at the Commonwealth Club last year, actually admitting to everybody on tape, it's actually on my website, Agenda 21 Radio. You go to a21r.com and on the right-hand column, you listen to this guy talk about vote harvesting and provisional ballots, and how he even, at that point in that presentation, had a whole bunch of already pre-marked ballots in the trunk of his car, and asked, "You guys want some?" 5 minutes? Oh, I better hurry up. So the state of California is in a mess, an absolute mess. So we come along and we form New California. Right now, we have whole or part, it's on the map, of 52 counties engaged with New California, of 58. Our scheme is rural versus urban.
Okay.
We are the rural counties. We are going to defeat Reynolds versus Sims. It's Reynolds versus Sims that's brought us the communism that we have in the nation today. Because Reynolds versus Sims in 1964, the Warren Court, some of you remember that, they did away with representative government. They did away with the Republican form of government, which we are guaranteed. The guarantee clause provides for us three things: a Republican form of government, freedom from invasion,
Yes.
and freedom from violence. And you're seeing the president execute freedom from invasion right now at the border. So what we're doing is we have already gone through We've already gone through two constitutional conventions. We're having our third constitutional convention on the 26th of January. We have been in communication with higher officials. We're going to be sending a delegation of officials as early as March to Washington, D.C. We will be the 51st state.
Yeah.
The state of California The state of California is going to economically fail. It already is right now.
Yep.
It's going to get to a point where it will no longer be able to fund itself on a daily basis. And those of you that purrs and skurs, they're going to try and take your money.
Yep.
That's the plan already. We know that. Because they will at this point, in about 1 year from now, less than a year, run out of other people's money to keep the ship afloat any longer. And we will prevail. There's no question about it. And we're doing everything constitutionally by the book. We're doing it so much constitutionally by the book that everybody that knows anything about the Constitution really knows we are on track to become a state. We're non-political. We don't support a political party. We cannot support a political party. It will destroy us. We're educational. And all we're about is focusing on becoming a new state. And like I said, we will become that state. We have a lot of hurdles financially and everything. We'll appreciate your donations to New California. That would be wonderful because every little dime does help us. Tim Draper spent $5 million in 2018.
Huh.
We spent, at the time when he put his proposition forward, we had spent a little less than $20,000. And we had declared independence. We were moving on to our first constitutional convention. We have county committees, like I said, we have 47 chartered counties and as many as 52 counties, whole or part. We are taking only the rural portions of counties. So if you look at our map and you see Los Angeles County partially taken, it's those 36 and 38 assembly district up in Lancaster, Palmdale. Sacramento, we do the same. Alameda County, we just took that one in. Eastern portion of Alameda. And of course, Monterey. Don back here has been so gracious. San Luis Obispo, Reggie. And Santa Clara County here tonight. We had a meeting in Santa Clara County.
Okay.
Last Saturday, we had 13 counties represented in the room. 13. Our goal right now, moving forward, is to solidify our counties, and we're doing just that. The excitement is building. And we laid low because of Tim Draper's assault on us, but now we're back. And I guess the key thing is we have a movement just like ours. They're following us. We're working together, and that's called New Illinois. They started in March.
Great.
Recently, about a month ago, New Nevada started. New Nevada started. Look also for New Hawaii.
They need it. It's bad in Hawaii.
And
It's
look
terrible.
Look for two other states. I'll announce it. One of them is going to be New Colorado, and the other one is New Oregon.
New Oregon, definitely.
So, with that, I'll take some questions.
Bill, Paul, can you explain to us how, because a lot of us have never started a new state before, when we...
I don't forget anybody.
When we go to the convention and we have our people that are key members of the county and they all go to the convention, they decide what our rules and our laws are going to be, don't they? That A number 1 is going to be proof before you vote, valid ID, things like that. We, the people, get to choose what's going to be on there.
That's correct. Let me, if you're a Second Amendment person, I really believe in having a Second Amendment as the state law and regulation that guides you. So,
constitutional carry.
I'm a CCW, I have weapons and all that stuff, and you have to have it. California, of course, are trying to restrict it. That won't be the way in the state of New California. We'll be business friendly. We'll change. The UC system will be thrown out.
Yes.
That will be thrown out. Janet Napolitano and her folks will be gone from the universities. And I say that primarily because their goal in the university system is to depopulate the UC system with American citizens and put illegal foreign nationals. That's been going on for years. I was struggling against it back in the 90s because they were discriminating against, at that time, white young men getting into the system. And then it was white young girls, and then it was black young men, and then black young girls, and then it was Hispanics, and then you start to realize, well, by 2001, forget about the race or ethnicity. The only common thing they had was they were American citizens, and they came from California high schools. Get it? So they discriminate. If you're a foreign student, you have top priority in UC system. That's a fact now. And they're doing the same thing with jobs as well. So they're pushing us out as a population. That's the goal. That's why we say, my dad was a Marine. My father-in-law was a Marine. Both Marines. Battle-hardened Marines. And they taught me one thing. Stand your ground. That's the Marine Corps motto. And what have we been doing? We've been fleeing the state.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they wanted.
Exactly.
We cannot flee it, because look, if we flee this state, they're just going to follow us. We've retreated. Retreat hell. We have no time to retreat. What we have to do now is stand our ground.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing with New California. We're standing our ground and we're not going to let up.